Fly fishing rods and reels when doing saltwater in Mission Bay. What a great resource we have down in the San Diego area. Tyler Vanosdell is the owner of Mission Bay Fly Fishing Company, and he guides there on Mission Bay, as well as San Diego Bay and some of the local beaches in the area. So it's all saltwater. He is a really great resource and tons of information. So we asked him a little bit about rods and reels, what he thinks about when he's getting his rig ready for fishing there in saltwater on the bay.
The most important thing when it comes to a rod and reel setup when you're coming out here to fish San Diego, or just in general for saltwater here in San Diego, I like to use a bigger rod. And that means for me like a 7-weight or bigger. I use 7/8, even up to a 9-weight, depending on where I'm going. But a 7-weight and an 8-weight is a good all around what I call a San Diego stick. So once I go to that, especially in the bays, I'm using an intermediate sinking line. There's a lot of manufacturers that make some great intermediate sinking lines. My particular favorite is a Rio outbound short. I like that line setup. It's easy to throw, and it's a workhorse out there for me. So after that, I'm using typically like anywhere between like 7 to 9 foot leaders. I don't want to go too long, but I don't want to go too short either. And then after that, I'm also using sinking flies. I use a lot of sinking clousers, sizes 4 and 6 hook. And I'm also using lots of different crab patterns out here. Everything from pinks to browns to tan. The color variation really goes kind of abroad there. So always 9-foot rods. I'm typically using a 9-foot, 7-weight rod, 8 and 9 footers. So no need to go any longer. And of course, I don't want to go any shorter here. So I like the bigger rods because I can turn over the bigger, heavier flies as well too. So it's helpful when it comes to that. I try to go with the sealed reel system. So again, you're always matching your reel with your rod as far as like weight is concerned. So if you don't know that, of course, if you do know, I apologize, but you're always trying to match that up. But if you can go to a sealed drag system, I highly recommend that, especially when you're dealing with salt water and sand. It just helps to protect it, and especially when it comes to cleaning, it's a lot easier to manage and take care of it overall. It's a sealed bearing system, so the bearings themselves are not exposed. Everything is completely covered. You can typically in these reels take them apart, and over time you can get access to them, but the most important thing is they're sealed, they're protected, they're out of the elements. So, and in saltwater just tends to want to get anything, all that sand wants to get into everything. If those micro sand will just kind of tear everything up, slowly but surely rot it out. Here with the sealed system, it makes it easy. I wash it off when I'm done with just fresh water with the hose. I'm good to go for the next day. That's all I need to do. The reels that I like the most are Lamson reel systems. I believe they're out of Wyoming, I believe, if I can remember. So, but they've got a great sealed system that starts around $200, $250. So you don't have to spend a bunch of money to get into that sealed system, and they're super easy to actually take apart and clean. And I've had some of my Lamson reels for probably more than 4 seasons, and they're still going strong. I hardly ever have to touch them to maintain them.
Some great information there from Tyler Vanosdell. He's the owner of Mission Bay Fly Fishing Company, a fantastic resource for those who want to get into saltwater fly fishing, especially down here. He guides here on beautiful Mission Bay, as well as San Diego Bay and the beaches here in the area. Really experienced and some great knowledge of the local area, and a really good guy as well. So if you want to be put in contact with him, let us know. We'll put you in touch, and we'll see you right here next time on the Backcast.